Hey everybody, Neil Thompson, founder of Teach the Geek here. I work with technical professionals so they can present more effectively, especially in front of non-technical audiences. And you can learn more about that at teachthegeek.com. Again, that's teachthegeek.com. A little while ago, I was at a conference. I was just in the audience, and I was I was attending some of the technical talks, and there were a few things about them that kind of bothered me. So I wanted to talk about them today and ways to make them better. Number one, so many of the speakers didn't look at the audience, not even once. It was kind of crazy. Because oftentimes what happens if when you don't look at the audience, well, the audience has no incentive to look at you, and then they end up doing other things. Let me see what's going on my phone. That's oftentimes what would happen, at least with me, when these speakers would give their presentations and not even look up at the audience, not even once in some cases. It was sad, rather insane. So the solution to that is look up at your audience. And you know why they weren't looking up at the audience? Because they were reading. That's another thing you shouldn't do. Don't read. When you give a presentation, you want to look at people, and when you give a presentation, you don't want to read. Because when you read, it's what's happening is you're not engaging with people because you're not looking at them because you're reading. So don't read. I found that rather annoying as well. And then there was another thing is that there was a whole lot of text on the slide, and so they weren't looking at us. The people presenting weren't looking at the audience because they were reading. And what were they reading? The slides. Well, guess what? I could read the slides too. I could read them just as well as you. That rhymed. Yeah. But what that ended up doing is now if once I finish reading, I may not listen. And it's very difficult to listen and read at the same time. So you really want to eliminate one of those options. And I would say eliminate the reading option. So don't have a whole lot of text on a slide. And not only that, when you don't have a lot of text on the slide as the presenter, now you don't have that crutch of looking at the screen to read. And now where are you going to look? You're going to look at the audience. So everything just sorts itself out. So basically the solution to the issue is to have less text on the slide. When you have less text on the slide, now you have to look at the audience. There's nothing to read, or there's very little to read. It actually forces you to learn your material really well so that you don't have that crutch of reading. Now you're looking at people. And when you look at people, they're more likely to look at you. And when they're looking at you, they're more likely to listen to what you have to say. It all kind of feeds into itself to make a more effective presentation. So if I were to have given any suggestions to any of those presenters at that conference, it's try to get rid of, or yeah, get rid of a lot of the text that was on the slide. That would have made a much more effective presentation. You would have looked at people, people would have looked at you, they would have more likely listened. Hopefully that helps. Again, my name is Neil Thompson. I'm the founder of Teach the Geek. I work with technical professionals so they can present more effectively, especially in front of non-technical audiences. And you can learn more about that at teachthegeek.com. Again, that's teachthegeek.com. Until next time, take care and stay safe.